I know what you're thinking, and no, this is not a first generation Porsche Panamera that got shrunk in the wash. It's actually the brand new GWM Ora Sport. Now, the Ora is obviously something we're familiar with in Australia. They've been selling the Ora electric hatchback for a few years, but as you can see, this is not that car. It's a bit bigger. It's a small sedan, wagon. I'm not sure what Porsche called the Panamera, but anyway, it is a bigger alternative. But more than that, it's more premium. But the biggest difference is what's underneath the surface, and that's a new dual motor powertrain. So let me tell you all about it. Good-natured Porsche jokes aside, the Ora Sport is certainly an interesting new model for the brand. Despite the similar name, this does have very little in common with the existing Ora hatchback that's already available locally, so think of it as a totally different model. That Porsche-inspired look is meant to help it cut through the air, and the Sport features an aerodynamic design that GWM claims is its slipperiest model yet. As for the powertrain, there is dual motors, as you'd expect, one on the front axle and one on the rear for all-wheel drive performance. The combined system output is a claimed 300 kilowatts and 680 newton meters, which are seriously impressive numbers for a car of this size. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel quite that quick or dynamic from behind the wheel. Our test drive was limited to a few laps of the Norwell Motorplex near the Gold Coast, and despite the racetrack-like setting, the soft suspension meant it wasn't a very exciting drive. And in terms of the numbers, for the amount of power and torque, the 0 to 100 kilometer acceleration time of 4.3 seconds feels less impressive than it could be. For context, the Ora Sport's most likely rivals, the BYD Seal Performance, takes 3.8 seconds, and the Tesla Model 3 Performance takes just 3.1. GWM says the Ora Sport has a driving range of 550 kilometers, but that's on the NEDC test cycle, not the more real-world focused WLTP. So in reality, you'll probably get a little less than that claimed. On the plus side, the presentation of the example we drove was impressive, with a more premium design to the cabin with decent quality materials, including an 11-speaker Infinity sound system. So that's all the details on the GWM Ora Sport for now. The only question is, will it come here? They haven't actually confirmed it for Australia. All they have said is it's under strong consideration. You would assume by the fact that it's here, it's in right-hand drive, then it's under very, very strong consideration, and it's likely. The biggest question though, for its success in Australia is how much it will cost. There's no hiding the fact that the existing Ora, the hatchback, is here selling on price, and it's at just under $40,000. Is frankly, looking at the upgrades in quality and performance, this will be a more expensive beast. And given the way the electric vehicle market is going in Australia, it has slowed in its growth, it could be a challenge despite its good on paper specifications. If you want to know more about the GWM Ora Sport or any other model, make sure you stay tuned to carsguide.com.au.